everyone, welcome to another music reaction video. I'm Nethercloud, and today we're going to be checking out What I'm Hoping For by Laura Brehm and Fred V. We did a reaction video to The Fat Rat featuring Laura Brehm, and I really liked the way her vocals sounded, so I was like, let's see if she's got some stuff we can check out. I looked for something video-wise that looked like it had some sort of something going on, because a bunch of her stuff has still images. It looks like the album cover or artwork or whatever it will. And I like to make sure we get some sort of visual interaction if at all possible, although we will do the still images if we have no other choice. I'm not sure if this is a signature track or like, you know, the one that you go to. If anybody knows this artist well enough to say, hey, you should definitely be checking X, Y, and Z out, hit me with that down in the comments. While you're down there, hit the like and subscribe, and let me know if there's anything else you want me to check out. Any genre, any time period, you comment, I'll listen. The only things that are on the exception list are, you know, stuff I've previously been like, no, never again. You might not know all of those because you might not have been here for everything, and that's okay. I'll tell you in the comments. Oh, I'm a little delirious today, guys. I've been doing a lot, very, very busy life, and I love it. So before I digress into all of the nonsense and shenanigans that is my chaotic world, let's just hit play and check out the tunes. I've been playing a lot of space games, so this is nice. Sorry, I'm speaking over the video. Let's start over. I love her voice. Very, very pretty. I love a pretty voice. On a side note, I've been really into the female vocalists more so than the male vocalists lately. I don't know what it is. When I was younger, I preferred male vocalists, but at a certain point in my life, I feel like that kind of got tossed on its head. I'm not saying I have any specific preference one way or the other, but I've noticed a trend that lately I tend to prefer the female vocalists. There's just something, I don't know. I don't know. I like pretty. I like heavy, but I like pretty, and I just feel like the women have been bringing a lot of range. You know, I've heard women really hit the low gutturals and metal stuff, hit the high beautiful stuff, and I'm not saying that men can't do that, but I'm generally not a fan of men's melodic vocals, whereas with women, I like their melodics and their aggressives. I definitely love some male aggressive vocals, but there's just something that doesn't resonate with me with the pretty male vocals so much as the female pretty vocals. I'm gonna shut up now. And where I'm standing, when the tide tries to pull me back at night, I remember how far I am. When the dark wants to get into my mind, soon there won't be questions left. Holding on to what I'm hoping for in time. I'm waiting for when everything aligns. I feel like the beat in the music is a little bit generic and straightforward, and her vocals are really pretty though. Yeah, I don't have anything crazy to say about it at the moment. I'd like to hear. We're gonna listen to the rest of it. I like this imagery though. I'm sure I've seen a lot of this. I don't know if this is AI generated or if there's like an app that you do a little noodling in, or if I don't know. I don't know how to do this stuff. My hat goes off to anybody who knows how to do it. whatever it is. But it is cool to have a little bit of motion and, not have, I'm sure if you don't have a full on production budget to do crazy stuff, this is a more reasonable way to go about it. And it gives you a little something to look at while you're listening to the song. Let's see what the rest of it has for us. I like glowy, pretty planet stuff. So you guys might notice that I'm not like banging my head along. I'm not feeling the beat. It's like I said, it's a little bit straightforward and generic in my opinion. I don't mean to be insulting. I think her voice is really pretty, but it's not mixed all that great. It's kind of subdued and in the background. There's this really, her voice could be done really big. I think the performance is very pretty and very good, but I'm not feeling the production quality on this one, and I'm not feeling the beat on this one, so it's really hard for me to get grooving with it. We're going to finish listening to it, because we always do. They can't all be nat 20s, Sometimes you roll a 1, sometimes it's somewhere in between. I wouldn't call this a 1. The voice does carry it, though. I would like to see better production value across the board, both in the mix and in the beats. Okay, I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm a little bit disappointed. I think she's a great vocalist. Oh, there's the thumbnail for the Fat Rat song that I heard her on. Again, I'd like to see more from the production. That beat was lackluster at best. And the mix just really didn't give her a space to shine in. Somehow both the mix and the vocals felt subdued. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the compression, maybe it's the stereo width, but it just didn't hit. There's no real like big dynamic range to it. I'd love to hear something like that done with a real drummer or done with someone who's like more experienced with creating beats. I'd like to see higher production value. And I'd like to see a little bit more confidence behind the voice. Beautiful part, great singing, but I want to hear her belting it, singing to the back of the room a little bit more. I mean, that's just one guy's opinion. I don't know. I hate being critical of things, but we're reacting here. My honest reaction is meh. It could have been done better. But hey, it is what it is. I don't regret listening to it. And if she comes out with some new stuff with higher production value, and you guys want me to check it out, feel free to throw it down in the comments. We'll call it there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna beat a dead horse, and nobody wants to see that, including myself. So I will say goodbye for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and be well.
Some days feel